on the 50th anniversary of the student walkouts in East LA. Today, March 1st, marks that anniversary. An event perhaps not as well known as it should be, but an event that had profound change, profound effect on the lives of many, many Latinos, both who participated in that event in 1968 and future Latinos who benefited from the actions of the 1968 walkouts in East LA. With me today are co-authors of Assembly Bill 2772, a bill that asks or says that ethnic studies would be required of all graduates of California schools. I was a teacher of ethnic studies myself at high school for many years in Riverside, and I saw what ethnic studies can do with students. And I think what we are doing here today is important on different levels. First, it's important that we remember the events that took place in Los Angeles 50 years ago. But it's also important that we use this opportunity to look back and see what were the demands of those students. The demands of those students back in East LA 50 years ago are not much different than the things that are being asked today. Students then, 50 years ago, asked for a curriculum that was relevant to them. It brought about bilingual education. It brought about ethnic studies classes. Those are still the kind of classes that students need. So we're asking the same thing here today, 50 years after. Students were saying that they didn't see themselves reflected in the teachers. There were not Latino teachers then. Now, thankfully, we see that there are more. But when you look at the universities, we do not see faculty members, either at the CSU or at the UC, that reflect the student, the very diverse student body. So it's not enough that we just remember and honor those who participated. Individuals like Sal Castro, the teacher in East LA, who organized, motivated, and was the impetus for the students to walking out. And Sal Castro, I think, who passed away recently, is a model for teachers like myself, model for many, many teachers, because Sal Castro showed the love and the understanding of his students that was needed. And when you show that love and that understanding of students, students perform. Teachers like Jaime Escalante. So it was a very different picture 50 years ago. 50 years ago in the Los Angeles public schools, you had teachers who thought that Latinos could only take auto shop or wood shop or that home economics. And there were very, very few students attending the university. So the walkouts in 1968 really changed that. They started with and were inspired, I believe, with the civil rights movement by Cesar Chavez before that, but they took the Chicano movement and made it into an urban movement. And what they did spread across the nation. It led to the establishment of MECHA, the Plan of Santa Barbara, which later led to the empowering of students on university campuses. And I am very happy that I am joined here today by many Latino alumni, both of UC Davis and Sacramento State College. And what we will see in the next few days across the state of California are academic conferences at UCLA, at Cal State LA, at East LA Community College, remembering what the students did 50 years ago. But again, there's much still to be done. I think that Assembly Bill 227, mandating that ethnic studies be taught, is a step in the right direction. I know that today, when there are more and more Latino students in the universities, both the UC and the CSU, this is not the time to stop investing in higher education. We must do better in how we support and how we fund higher education.